Hi friends, it is Deja and welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can tell from the thumbnail and the title, we will be doing another unwrapped reading vlog. This will be the unwrapped books that I unwrapped in the month of April, I believe. I'm a little behind, but I'm pretty sure this is April's books. So let us rewind really quick to my April TBR and let's see what I unwrapped. So we're gonna do both of our numbers first and then we'll unwrap them. We'll focus here, and our first book will be, what is that, 16. So this is 18, obviously 17, 16. Thankfully, that feels like a small book. Going to change our number to 17. And let's see our second. Okay, well, let's focus first. And then our second book will be book 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Potentially a bigger one, but we'll see. Okay, so our first book was 16. I don't know which way I wrap these, but you guys can have a look first. And our first book for April, oh gosh, maybe if I can open it. Goodness me, I feel like I'm not usually this hard. Okay, so our first book is this. Is it upside down? I think it's upside down. So hopefully this. Oh, Things Don't Break on Their Own by Sarah Easter Collins. So this is a mystery. It says, 25 years ago, her sister disappeared and life shattered into a million little pieces. Fairly short, very happy about that. Just over 250 pages. Hopefully I can get through this pretty quick. It doesn't look like, unless the chapters are really long. Oh, the chapters are not pretty long. They're kind of long. And it looks like there's multiple perspectives. So interesting. So that's the first book. Not sure how I feel about it. I've seen mixed reviews on this one, but it is what it is. And then the second book we got is, let me see if I could take all the tape off first and then show it to you guys. I believe it's this way. We'll see. Oh, maybe. All right. This is our second book. What is it? All right. Follow Me Back by A.V. Geiger. Not entirely sure. So as you guys just seen, I unwrapped 2 thrillers. A YA called Follow Me Back by A.V. Geiger, and then an, I assume, adult thriller called Things Don't Break on Their Own by Sarah Easter Collins. I genuinely don't know which way I want to go first, because although this one is shorter, I feel like this one will read fast because it's YA and there's like text messages and transcripts and all of that kind of fun stuff. So I think I'm gonna go with Follow Me Back. Like I said, I have no clue what it is about. I don't want to read the back or anything, just so it doesn't give me different expectations. But we're gonna go ahead and start with Follow Me Back, and I will give you guys an update when I'm roughly halfway through with a quick synopsis and some starting thoughts. I don't know if I'm gonna love it, but I do think it's gonna be fast. I'm not quite sure the last time I read a YA thriller, but I feel like a thriller vlog will be fun. I've not really been deep in my thriller era, so hopefully this vlog will kind of reset that for me. But like I said, we'll go ahead and start Follow Me Back, and I will be back soon to chat with you all about an update. I'm back with an update because I'm about 50% of the way into Follow Me Back. by A.V. Geiger. And I'm not completely sure how I feel about it. So basically, we're following this girl named Tessa and this celebrity like singer named Eric Thorne. Eric Thorne is kind of feeling trapped in his life. He feels like no one gets him, like that sort of vibe. So he creates a fake profile on Twitter. That's how old this book is. It's still Twitter. Named Eric Thorne Sucks, and then ends up following Tessa, and they like DM and all of that. So throughout the book, we're getting like investigation interviews, but I don't know what we're interviewing for. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know who the suspect is. I don't know like what the situation is. So we're kind of left in the dark, or at least I am. In this last investigation transcript, something came out though about the situation that they're potentially maybe investigating. So I'm interested to see how that kind of progresses and what it progresses into. But Tessa has a very small life. She has agoraphobia, so she doesn't leave her bedroom. She has a therapist and stuff, so she's like working on it. But something happened to her a few months ago that triggered this. We don't know what happened yet. So yeah, that's about where we're at. Like I said, I'm not sure how I feel about it. It is a fast read, like it's very easy to get into, but I'm just not sure if I'm super invested in the story. I think a big part of how I end up feeling will be what the actual mystery ends up being. But as of now, it's very easy to consume, so that's fine with me. I'm able to listen to the audiobook, but I'm also like going back and forth between reading the book and also listening to the audio. So it is currently 2 o'clock. I think I'm gonna listen or read a little bit more of this, and then I have a couple other things to do around the house. So I don't think I'll finish it today, but we'll see. Honestly, I'm not completely sure. I could also end up finishing it tonight, but yeah, so that is kind of where I'm at with Follow Me Back. Not a whole bunch of thoughts, just not entirely sure where we're going with it. But we'll see where we end up, and I will update you all soon when I end up finishing the book. Hello friends, it is a little bit later now. I ended up just binging the rest of Follow Me Back. And I ended up giving it 2 stars. Not my favorite, very fast to read. I just felt like there was a lot of build-up for something that was okay. I can see why people would enjoy this. With it being YA, I think I'm just more used to something maybe a little bit more like complex or didn't take so long, because this is a 355-page book and I feel like it took me a lot longer than it should have to read. But I settled on like 2-star. It was okay. Nothing necessarily wrong with it. Just no longer like my cup of tea maybe. I don't know. But the ending was also very shocking. I do think that there is like a heavy influence or presence of romance, because it is all about like Tessa and Eric like messaging a lot and kind of like opening up to each other and all of this stuff. So not the worst, but I mean, it's fine. 2 stars. Am I happy I read it? I guess. Another book off my physical TBR. But I don't think if I had not read it, I wouldn't have been missing that much, if I'm being honest. So first book for the vlog done. 2 stars, but that's okay. Next, we will be going into Things Don't Break on Their Own by Sarah Easter Collins. This book is very short, a little over 250 pages. So I feel like this one I will definitely fly through. I'll probably end up finishing it at some point tomorrow or within the next couple of days. But this is the next read. Hopefully I enjoy this one more than the last one. But obviously, we will see what the end result is. So, I'll chat to you all soon when I'm roughly halfway through the book with a small synopsis and some starting thoughts. So yes, I'll chat to you all soon when I reach 50%. Hi friends, back with an update because I am officially 50% into Things Don't Break on Their Own. So this book follows two girls, Robin and Willa, I believe is the other girl's name. So they went to the same school like many years ago, after Willa was essentially sent away after her older sister went missing. So we're kind of in a split timeline where we're following Willa and Robin when they're younger, and Willa's sister, Laika is her name, I'm pretty sure, just recently went missing, and Willa is trying to deal with that and see what's going to come out of that. And then Robin comes from a pretty stable family from what we've seen, and she just meets Willa and they become friends and this, that, and the other. So that's one timeline. And then the second timeline we're following is many years later. Willa and Robin are friends and they're all at a dinner party. I believe it is at Robin's house. So it's Robin, her wife Kat, Willa, her boyfriend, I don't even know his name, and then like a couple other people like Robin's brother and his significant other. So they're at like this dinner party, and we're switching like back and forth between perspective. Well, not back and forth. It's not like one chapter and then the next. It's just like periodically we change perspectives from Willa to Robin, and we're kind of just trying to figure out what actually happened to Willa's sister. There's been hints dropped. There's definitely the breadcrumbs, and so far, I mean, it's okay. I'm not loving it. It is an easy listen, but I don't feel like I'm super engaged and absolutely need to know what actually happened. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel this second half of the book, which is only about like 120 some odd more pages. So I'm probably gonna end up finishing it today since I do have the audiobook, but I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I don't mind it. Unless something like jaw-dropping happens, I feel like this is just gonna be like a middle of the road, like 2.5. But I guess we'll have to see, because Willa obviously has questions. Robin doesn't have questions, but they have like a complicated past. So they're just trying to untangle a whole bunch of things. And yeah, so we're taking a look at a past. We're trying to figure out what's going on in the present. So there's not a whole bunch going on right now because they're mainly like kind of setting up the story on what happened between Robin and Willa. So not a whole bunch of the mystery besides the fact that we know Willa's sister went missing without a trace. But that's kind of where we're at. Like I said, it's all right. Not anything super riveting as of now, but we'll see where we end up, and I'll chat to you all soon when I finish Things Don't Break on Their Own.
All right, friends, back because I have officially finished Things Don't Break on Their Own by Sarah Easter Collins. Not my favorite. I feel is definitely not a thriller, 100% a mystery. I don't know if I referred to it as a thriller before, but mystery, 100%, not super thrilling. With that being said, I ended up giving the book 2 stars. I don't know, I didn't hate it. I just feel like it was a bit more of a slow burn, and maybe I'm more of a like thriller person than mystery. But even though it was short, I was just like, okay, like let's get on with the story. It was pretty anticlimactic. There's obviously some like hints on what happens in the end that isn't like blatantly said, but nothing like super shocking, nothing super surprising. I pretty much figured it all out halfway through, and then the second half I was kind of just waiting for it to all play out and how that would all play out. So not my favorite, but it's fine. So in this vlog, I ended up reading 2 books. First of which was Follow Me Back by A.V. Geiger. This is a YA mystery thriller. Gave this one 2 stars. And then an adult mystery, Things Don't Break on Their Own by Sarah Easter Collins. Also 2 stars. So happy they're off my shelves. Not really a successful vlog. This, I think I just missed the audience. Like, I just wasn't the audience anymore. I feel like if I had read this when it first, or like when I first started reading mystery thrillers, or like when I was in the age range of YA, I feel like it definitely would have been more impactful. And with this one, I just think, again, I'm not the audience. I just think that I'm more of a thriller than a mystery girl, which is not a bad thing. So that's fine. Overall, 2 more books off my shelves, so it is what it is. That is all from me and unwrapping my books from the month of April. So feel free to comment. What emoji should we comment? I guess broken heart for Things Don't Break on Their Own, and a broken heart because I gave both of these books 2 stars, so neither was a hit. So broken heart will be the emoji. If you want to pop one down below, feel free to do that. But that is all from me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!